At halftime, it's 1-1 in as far as the first semi-final of the ABSA Cup is concerned. Green Eagles and Zanaco Football Club, Mwamba and Hakaluwa, those are the two goals that we are talking about. Tell you what, it's a good game if you had to ask me. Plenty of talking points that we've seen in as far as this game is concerned. We'll be taking you through some of those moments that you really need to know about, and the expertise analysis will be provided by Linus Chalwe and Magondo Mukando. Gentlemen, it's a game to watch, and we've already seen what we expected in the first half. What is your immediate reaction to the first half, Marco?
So I think in the first half, the first 15 minutes of the game, Eagles were the more assertive team. They brought the game to Zanaco. They looked to be more in charge. They dictated play in the opening stages of that. And then they sat back. And we saw a more rejuvenated Zanaco, a more organized Zanaco. And indeed, they got themselves back into the game. So it was more a game of two halves for either side. Eagles getting the better half in the beginning, and then Zanaco ending stronger.
Linus, say something. What's your story?
Well said, Marco. I mean, he's spot on. Exciting game that we watched. Good pace, good tempo, and like he said, Green Eagles took the first initiative, but we saw Zanaco coming to the fold and starting to dictate play. And finally, the pressure paid. 1-1 halftime. Such an exciting first half.
Let's get to it. The first talking point that we have, Marco. A hiccup in the middle of the park. Julie Manziwa.
Elementary mistake. You don't want a player turning into play. You actually want him, especially when he's isolated like that, Julie Manziwa. He should be turning away from play. So causes that breakdown. It's capitalized on Cesar Sautu teeing off Tapson Kaseba. And brilliant as well from Tapson Kaseba, because he has all that space. He could have actually put in another touch and drawn closer to goal, but he looks across goal, sees his teammates, floats in a brilliant ball. Edward Mwamba, right place at the right time. That's where you want your striker to be. 18 at about the penalty spot, that's where he is. Doesn't get the cleanest of contacts, but still it's enough to direct it over Tostan Sabata.
Very difficult for Tostan Sabata because it bounced.
There was a bounce when contact was made, and Tosta was going down, the ball was coming up. A very difficult ball that you couldn't have saved. That was a brilliant goal, the great finish.
Let's continue talking, Linus. Owusu clearance. Very critical at the back, and he's done his job, but this is absolutely fantastic. It
was a fantastic block. I mean, it's a fantastic clearance by Owusu. Right spot, at the right time. A header across the goal by Sautu, I believe. A header across the goal. Clearance by Owusu. That's what you need. This is the reason why he's been put there, to do that, what he's exactly doing, because that would have been a goal.
Marco, talk about Kaluwa goal.
So, I think there was a thing. The deliveries from Tafazo Ritike had always been troubling the Green Eagles defense. They hadn't dealt with them very well. This was one of those examples. It comes through all the way, bounces off the thigh of Cesar Hagaluba. He doesn't see it clear, the people who had jumped ahead of him. So he has no control about where he's directing that ball. Bounces off his thigh, yeah? And just that slightest of distraction from Ernest Mbewe there.
Just to add on to what Marco is saying, look at his position of his body. He's not supposed to be facing the goal side. I mean, he's facing inside the goal. So any touch or any deflection, like it happened, he didn't see the ball. It hit him, and it went straight into the goal.
But also, there was a disturbance of Owusu. Owusu jumps, it makes it difficult for him to see the ball. Marco.
Just enough distraction.
And like I said, if he was positioned, with his back towards the goal, he wouldn't have, caused that goal.
Let's talk about Zanaco chances. They've had chances, but the issue is about finishing.
Yes, and I mean, most of those chances have been created by Julie Manziwa and what he's been doing to Mateo Ndashe. They're winning that particular duel. This time around, Boniface Suzu caught napping, almost caught out by Felix Nyainde. Brilliant cutback. Chavda Maisha just failing to capitalize on that. But then again, it looks like at some points the central defenders were second-guessing themselves. Good block in the end by Warren Kunda. But that right position has been yielding dividends against Julie Manziwa here, creating a chance here. Should have actually been a goal, that one. Good block in the end from Green Eagles.
Throwing your body on the line. All the defenders for Green Eagles, that's what they're doing.
This is what you expect. This is what you expect from seasoned campaigners and defenders. Like the Green Eagles defenders are doing. You expect them to block the ball.
If it ends like this, you'd love to go to the penalty straight, no extra time.
Yes, go straight to penalties, and we'll see which one of the two goalkeepers is going to be the victor.
All right, and tell you what, it's absolutely fantastic to be here, and we still have more in as far as the second half is concerned. Now, there's something that we need to tell you regards to ABSA Cup. You have to kick for the 50,000 kwacha in reflection to the fans that are here at this particular stadium. So we'll be getting to commentary, Matimba Nkonje, as we are watching what the kick for 50,000 kwacha is all about.